Hello and welcome to another JMP video. I'm the host JonNario and welcome to another installment of my Truth class hidden effects. This is a series where I'll be going over all hidden effects on Crystal Wraith. I will be going over one class per video and I will try to explain how does every single hidden effect works. These are all solo hand tested, so there will be a lot of estimations on this testing ability. So if you have any of the correct values in any of these videos, make sure to drop them in the comment section down below. So of course this is going to be the finale of the hidden effects series up until they added more classes in the future, or if there's any big changes on any of the hidden effects, then of course I will be doing another hidden effects video. So if you're interested in the current all hidden effects on every single character that is available as of right now, then there's going to be a playlist on the channel or in the description down below for you to check it out. Anyways, make sure to drop a like since it does help me out more than you think, and also subscribe. We're on a road to 4.4k subscribers. And with all that being said, let's get started with the Dracolyte's hidden effects. The Dracolyte has 3 hidden effects, which are going to be called Dragonforce, Dragonborn, and Firestorm. Starting off with Dragonforce, which reads: summons 2 Dracolyte allies when using the ultimate. Straight to the point, when you're using your ultimate ability, Avatar of Flame, you will spawn 2 Dracolyte minions. These 2 minions actually have the same property as the minions from the class gem ability Burning Ward, and it doesn't exceed the 6 minion limit that the Burning Ward already has. So if you already have 6 minions before the ultimate ability and you activate your ult, this hidden effect is just going to replace 2 minions. And yeah, that's about it. Overall, this ability is quite decent and in my eyes might be the best for dungeons, since it summons minions without having to wait for the burn offering to detonate, and just activating the ultimate ability and you're going to spawn 2 minions doing damage instantly, which is good for dungeons since you want to be doing damage as fast as possible. However, for bossing, this might just be a skip because getting 6 minions, especially if you have energy regeneration, is very easy, so this ability might just be a waste if you're just using the Dracolyte for that specific content. Next up, the second ability is called Dragonborn. I know you wanted to make that joke, so I made it for you. Anyways, it's going to be Dragonborn, which reads: when dodging, the Dracolyte leaves a burnt offering. So this is going to work just like the Shadowhunter's hidden effect, the sneaky traps, and honestly, very easy to explain. When you press the dodge button, you are going to spawn a burnt offering at your location. Of course, this burnt offering is going to have all of the same property as the regular burnt offering, as in damage, radius, and is going to be affected by the class gem. This hidden effect has no cooldown, since the cooldown is going to be attached only to the 2-second cooldown from the dodge. Also, unlike the sneaky traps from the Shadowhunter, this ability is affected by gravity, so you don't need to be close to the floor to actually hit enemies that are going to be below you. And that's about it. A free burn offering with a really short cooldown is just great. Draco's main damage source mainly comes from the burn offering, but one of the main problems with the burn offering is that it costs a lot of energy. Getting one of them with no energy cost and all you have to do is just press the dodge, it just helps greatly. But of course, it does have the same problem as the previous ability that I just mentioned. If you're bossing, you're already spamming a lot of burn offerings, so you really don't need this ability. But of course, if you're doing dungeons, especially if you're doing low delving, this is going to be a really good pick because it allows you to spam all of those burn offerings much quickly without the need of just relying on too much energy regeneration. Now onto the last ability, which is going to be Firestorm, which reads: Spitfire has a chance to grant a buff that allows it to be freely used for a short time. So I already made a video about this ability and going over my first reactions and impressions, and hope with this ability something different. I'll leave that in the description down below. If you're looking to be a boss killer with the Draco, then this ability might be right up your alley. Now, to explain the hidden effect, you need to know how Spitfire works first. So Spitfire is going to be your first ability, so what it does is when you do hit enemies 3 times with your basic attack, or pretty much anything that has a hitbox, the little dragon companion that is going to be right next to you is going to be filled with fire. Once it is going to be filled with fire, you press the Spitfire ability and it's going to shoot a fireball hitting the enemy twice, direct damage and AoE. Once you do shoot the fireball, the minion will just reset and just repeat the process. Now, that is going to be Spitfire. To explain the hidden effect is going to be once you do successfully hit an enemy with the Spitfire ability, there is around a 30 to 40% chance that the hidden effect is going to proc. Once the hidden effect procs for the next 3 seconds, your Dragon Companion will not reset after you shoot a Spitfire, so it's just going to allow you to shoot Spitfire indefinitely up until the timer expires, which allows you to do stuff like this. Yeah, due to Spitfire having practically no animation delay and no cooldown, you can essentially shoot Spitfire like a machine gun. And remember that the Spitfire is doing a total of 6.45 times damage multiplier per shot. So yeah, it is going to be quite strong. Cooldown seems to be around 5 to 8 seconds on this hidden effect, so it's also a pretty short cooldown. And yeah, that should pretty much cover on this ability. Honestly, this ability is so good for this class if you want to use this class as a boss killer. Shooting down Spitfire this fast is absolutely hilarious, and borderline broken if you're using stuff like auto-clicker or turbo controllers. I would say if you use the Draco at least once, try this ability. Even if it doesn't fit your playstyle, just give this ability a shot because it's just fun to just shoot around a bunch of Spitfire. Like, it's really hilarious. But it is absolutely the best ability if you want the highest DPS for the Draco. And that's it. Thank you for watching the Trove Hidden Effects series. Even though this might be the final episode for now, it is definitely not the end. If a class gets introduced, which is more likely is going to have hidden effects, of course I'm going to be doing a video about it in this same format. Speaking of this same format, if you actually did like this format, then I would suggest just checking out any of the videos that I did on the Hidden Effects series, which I will leave that in the playlist in the description down below, because I try to make every single hidden effect video to be very similar to one another. And everything is going to be also on the channel if you want to just go ahead and check it out on a playlist. But with all that being said, this has been the Hidden Effects series for now, and the hidden effects for the Dracolyte.